All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome back. So, um, fondest memory of gaming.
Well, I actually told this story a little recently. My fondest memory of gaming, one of my ultimate favorite games is The Sims 2. Not the Sims franchise specifically, The Sims 2. Just because, like, I was really young. I was in the fifth grade. I was like about 10 years old. My dad was moving in with me and my grandma. He had his computer set up in my room. So, of course, when he would leave, I would hop on there, play some Sims 2. I loved that game so much that the first time I ever played hooky from school and pretended to be sick was whenever my dad was living with us. So I would pretend to be sick. I had a Barbie movie playing on the TV. It was Barbie Mermaidia, and then I would be playing Sims 2 on the computer all day. And then my grandma would come knock on the door, so I would shut down the display real quick and then like go jump in my bed. And then she'd be like, "Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm just watching my Barbie movie." And she'd leave, and I just run back to the computer.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Did your father allow you to play with his computer, or was it something
Yeah,
he
he
did?
would. Yeah, he would let me play with all of his stuff. That I feel like that's kind of where I got a lot of like my gaming interest. Like, whenever I was like really young, like 5, my grandma was the one that got me a Nintendo 64. So the first game I ever remember playing is like Mario 64, and then Donkey Kong on the Nintendo 64 thing, and then he would allow me to play on his computer, which I would go to like disneychannel.com, play all the little flash games, a great time. And then of course, yeah, he had the first generation Xbox, which we would go and he would allow me to buy games too. I remember playing this Finding Nemo game on there, and then some kind of like fairly odd parent game on there.
Mm.
And then also, I would go to your house and me and Jasmine would just play games all the time.
All day,
Um,
every day, stay up to
all
the
day, every
morning.
day. Yeah. Yeah. So I just like, it's always been like a part of my life. And so it's, something I really am fond of, and I'm probably going to keep with me for the rest of my life.
Good deal. All right, man, that's awesome. Aside from PC, do you do any gaming console?
My friend helped me find a PlayStation 5.
Oh, so you're in the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 family right now?
Yes, I am.
You're one of us now.
So I got that bad boy, and then right before everything shut down, it was literally the last day that my store was open before everything shut down. Like, we were like, "Hey guys, tomorrow we're like closing the store. We're gonna be closed for a month." And at the same time, Animal Crossing was getting ready to come out on the Switch. I didn't have a Switch, and also they announced an Animal Crossing Switch, and I'm like, if I'm gonna get a Switch, I'm gonna get that Switch. And so I was trying to find one. Again, it's one of those things. You can't find anything. Everybody's getting ready to go on lockdown. So it's like everybody's stocking up. And I get a call while I'm at work. And my friend's like, "I just went to the vintage stock right across from your job. And they have one more Animal Crossing Switch." And I was like, "Goodbye." And I hung up. And I called vintage stock immediately. And I was like, "Hey, can you guys put this on hold for me, please?" And so on my lunch break, I went, I got it. And then I must say, for me, it was a great lockdown. I was just watching Studio Ghibli movies, playing Animal Crossing with my friends. Like, it was a good time.
I remember you came over and you and Jasmine were like doing a hack or a cheat. Animal Crossing, like exchanging money. Y'all were like billionaires in the game. I was like,
Yeah.
man, you're
Yeah.
ruining the game for yourself. Blah blah blah. And y'all like, yeah, whatever. Hey.
Blah, blah, blah. And we kept going. And then the funny thing is too, is that like right after I left your house, like the couple of days after, they patched that to where we weren't able to do it. And they did that by, updating the game. Now my Switch wasn't connected to the internet at the time, so I didn't do the update. So I was able to go in and do the patch, I do this cheat one more time, and get even more money. And I got up to like 80 million bells up in that game.
Wow. So I have a question. Do you cheat in game normally? Like when you play The Sims, do you do like the mother load cheat or do you do stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It depends on the game. It depends on the game. Games I've cheated on. Let's see. Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. Let me say the Sims 4. I have cheated so much. I did it to where like I maxed out all of the jobs. I got all of the achievements. Like I was just like, oh, what does this do? And I just kept doing more and more just to see what would happen.
Oh, no.
And then let's see, I did cheat on Stardew Valley, but that was after I finished year 2, and I was still like struggling a little bit to finish my farm. So I was just like, how do I get this? And so they were like, here's all the mods you need to cheat on the game. And I was like, fantastic, download. I cheated on Animal Crossing that one time, because ain't nobody have 2 million bells to pay off this raccoon for this house that I built, that I put together. I picked the land. I do so much for that island just for that raccoon to charge me 2 million bells to upgrade my house. Excuse me.
All right, so I got an
I don't
idea.
think there's any other game.
So I have an idea that you like sim games, like simulating games, like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. Is that your go-to game, or do you prefer first-person shooters? Like, what's your favorite game genre?
I definitely feel like simulation or like cozy games is what like the kids are calling it nowadays. Reason being, like I play usually like story-based games that are one player, or like those simulation story type of games, mainly because I don't have people to play with all the other games, because like like I would play Overwatch, but it's a lot, those kind of games are a lot funner when you have a whole group together. As I was growing up, like whenever actually when I was in high school, I would play like GTA 5 online with like my PlayStation friends like all day every day. But then of course games come and go, so they lost interest in that game, and all the other games that they were playing were like first person shooters. I wasn't really interested in those games at the time, so I kind of lost those friends, if you will. Like we still talk and stuff like that, but like they very much are interested in like other kind of games than I am. So because I didn't really have any other people to play with, then I just started picking up games that I could just play by myself. Because even now, like it's when I play Valorant or Overwatch, or PUBG, I just try to like get a group together, but it's so hard because everybody's an adult and everybody's schedules are like super difficult to
I know,
like,
life gets in
get
the way.
together. Yeah. But also like I also really love story-based games, especially like now, because like they're crazy. Like they're basically like interactive movies. Especially like the PlayStation like games, like Detroit Become Human. When I was playing that, I was like, oh, whoa. I was just like, this is insane. And like there's so many different possibilities, and the fact that they would go through like all the different possibilities you could go through. Now I don't know if this counts as cheating, but I just play the game through like any game that has like multiple endings. I just play through, get my ending, and then I'll go to YouTube and find all the different endings, so I don't have to go through and play it again, because I'm like, that was a lot to go through.
No, it's not cheating. It's just not committing, is what I call it. But that's cool. So okay, so we got your idea of your favorite genre. Which is your favorite game? Like, is Sims 2 still like your all-time? Like, can you play that to this day with no issue, or is it just outdated to you?
No, I was playing it a couple weeks ago. I even had to go out of my way to like go and get an external CD drive just so I could play, because I have all the games are on disc, because you can't find them digital. So I had to like go out of my way to like get this thing, and like let me tell you, the downloading process, like it's not made to be played on these new PCs, but I don't care. I made it work for me. Although I will say I like, it's really up there. It's really up there, just because like the possibilities are endless. Like if the Sims, forget Sims 4. I hate that game. I'm gonna be real honest. I hate the Sims 4. I don't like the graphics. There's not enough gameplay. Like, and it's like the fact that I have to download mods to like actually get gameplay out of the game just makes no sense to me.
Right.
So ideally, if we my favorite kind of game would be if you were to grab like the Sims 2 and the Sims 3, and then like the only thing I like from the Sims 4 is the way you can customize the character, and you take just that one bit from Sims 4, put in the 2 and the 3 together, that would be like the ultimate Sims game.
Gotcha.
Will EA listen to me no matter how many times I yell at them? Absolutely not. But I feel like my ultimate favorite game, because I can talk about this game for like the rest of my life, and I do, is actually Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh.
I cried at the end of that game. Because like that game is like insane. The amount of details that they put into it, the amount of research that game is very like close to accurate when it comes to history, which is crazy.
Right.
Because they don't have to go to that length, you know.
They did it
And
just
I'm
for
also
you.
a
They did it
history
just for you
nerd,
because
so
I knew
like
you were gonna
watching
appreciate it.
yeah, they did it just for me. Yes, exactly. So yeah, no, that's a game that I like. Every time somebody's like, "Oh, what like story-based game should I play?" and I'm like, "Red Dead." Immediately Red Dead.
Right. Have you invested in the online at all?
Yeah, no, and I did. But again, it's one of those games I don't have people to play with. So it's not as fun because it's mainly because it's very much like let's get a gang together and like
Right.
you all get together. Although the last time I did play it, some dude invited me to be a part of his gang, and it was like him and a bunch of like badass women just going around killing things. And I was like, okay, I can get down with this. But then I never played again after that.
Okay.
But one of my friends, he also streams, and he is like he put up a poll of like, oh, what game should I play? And Red Dead was one of them. And I was like, Red Dead. I was like, Red Dead. And like, I would just message him and be like, just Red Dead. That's the only game you need to play from now on. And he loves it. Like, that's like been a consistent game he's played on stream a lot.
See, that's what happens when they listen to you, you see?
Exactly. The world would be a better place if everybody just listened to me.
Oh, man. All right, so least favorite genre.
Ooh. Your friend in your last podcast actually said this, platform games. I'm not a big fan of platform games.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What doesn't appeal to you about platform?
I don't know. It's just, I'm like just walking across the screen, just, hopping along and stuff like that. I don't know. To me, it's just not enough for my brain to be stimulated with that.
I like that. Okay. All right. So I was gonna ask this. I'm curious. So if you were stuck in an island with one game, one console, what would it be? This is the game you're gonna be stuck on for the rest of your life, playing. Period.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to give it to Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
Cause like I said, there it's open world. I can still talk to people. Maybe they can help me get off the island. I can spend hours on just the character customization alone, so I can pass the time. And like that's actually the whole reason I built a PC. Cause like you can play the game on console, but I actually prefer to play MMOs on a computer. So that was actually the whole reason I went through like building my PC, was to be able to play that game specifically.
What's the difference? What is it that appeals to you, PC versus console with the same game?
I don't know, because I tried playing it on my PlayStation 4 and it just seemed way too small, and I couldn't actually read anything. I had to be like super close to the TV just to like kind of see everything, and so I feel like it's just a little bit better to see everything on a computer screen versus an actual TV.
Okay.
At least for a game like that.
Gotcha. You
when
try
it comes
to change
to
the
like,
fonts? Do you try to upsize the font and stuff like that? Maybe that could have helped.
I tried. And I just didn't appeal to me.
Okay. I just wanted to give a console fair chance. I just want to make sure that you give it a try. You put the font big. You gave it, and at the end of the day,
I did. I genuinely tried, and then also like it just takes up a lot of space. And so like I only had a 500 gigabyte like PlayStation 4, and so like it just took up all the space, and so I was like, I'm not gonna be able to play anything else, and as much as I love this game, I want to play other things. Gotcha. So I was like, we're just gonna build a PC and do that.
All right. So in regards to your streaming, what are you looking forward to streaming next?
That's a good question.
What are your fans asking for?
they don't really ask for anything. They just are like, oh, you're playing this today? Cool. And then they'll just watch that. I don't have really, like, people suggesting to me, like, oh, you should try this and try this. Because, like I said, it's like we all pretty much play, like, the same games. Although I will say, I want to do another Sims stream. I was trying to stream Sims because, as we all know, I'm a very big Sims person. And at the time, I didn't have Sims 2 downloaded, so I was doing the Sims 4. And of course, it crashed out on me, bugged out midstream. And so I haven't tried to stream that again because I was doing what's called the 100 baby challenge, where you make a female Sim and you just have her have 100 babies.
That's
Very
a thing?
fun.
That's a thing?
But since it went up, no, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Like, you can look it up. There's rules and everything. Yeah. And so I was trying to do that. So I want to try to do that again, but whether the Sims will want to be cooperating with me or not to do that, I have no idea.
And this has to be on the Sims 4, right? That challenge is on the Sims 4.
Yeah, well, like, that's where, like, everybody else plays it, and I was like, I wonder if I could just do it on the Sims 2, you know?
Okay.
Because at least that one's working for me, or even the Sims 3.
So you're practically Eve in the
But I
Sim
feel like
world.
every... Yeah, pretty much. And so, like, because, like, that's the thing, is just, like, every, like, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, like, they each have, like, their own, like, little challenges that you can do in, like, each one, and, like, you can find all of this stuff online.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. I jump into Sims every so often.
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting. Just pick a challenge and go. So
yeah, pick a challenge.
I'm challenging you to download Fortnite tonight. We could play a squad of us and try to win the goal.
Okay.
It's and you can stream it. We could do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, no, yeah, I can do that.
All right, so
I will say my friend almost got me because with playing Fortnite real quick. She almost got me because they came out, like, I already knew they had partnered with Marvel before, but they came out with the Scarlet Witch skin.
Yeah,
and
you
I was
just
like,
missed
oh.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was all like, oh, I might actually play. I said, was it limited edition?
Yeah, well, no, it'll come back.
Okay.
They kind of rotate skins.
And then I'll just play whenever it comes back.
Right now, this new season just started like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I think they have some cool characters here, but the meat of this season is Dark Vader. So you could get Dark Vader. He's the very last person you get once you hit level 100. And I think they're gonna do Indiana Jones is here too. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. But no, I'm gonna show you a good time on Fortnite. I promise.
Okay. All right.
All right. So where could people find you at? Do your plugins, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, your just MySpace.
Okay. My Twitch is Jatsby Games. That is JATSBEE Games. Instagram, it's just Jatsby. TikTok, it's just Jatsby. Not it's just. It, like, literally just Jatsby, just the name by itself. And Twitter, I don't know what my Twitter is. 1 second. I don't really get on Twitter.
You get on Twitter. That's a strong Twitter game out there.
Well, I'm on Twitter, but not like gaming Twitter. But also my my Twitter is also Jatsby Games. And I feel like that is all the social media I use. Right. And I also have a Discord. If you want to join. Yeah, you can find that. Yeah, you can find that link in my Twitch.
All right, good deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jasper, no, that's the tag. Giselle, Jatsby. Okay, boys and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can find my good friend Jaspy. No, not Jaspy. Giselle, aka Jaspy.
You can just say Jatsby, it's fine.
You already know where to find her. I expect you guys to find her, follow her. You could possibly even join us playing some games. It'll be fun. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Until next time.